everybody. My name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're talking about some of the best music venues located right here in Northwest Arkansas. So let's talk about that. But before we begin, if you could like this video and also subscribe, that would make the world of difference. Also, if you are thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas and you're quickly realizing, oh my gosh, there's so much to do because there's so much to do. I have a 3-day itinerary link below. So maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you have kids, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you're a foodie. I don't know. But there's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download that. All right, and so we're gonna get the big one out of the mix, and that is the Walmart Amphitheater. Walmart Amphitheater brings just real main talent, big time talent to Northwest Arkansas. So it's one of the advantages to Northwest Arkansas is the fact that we bring in major basically musicians to Northwest Arkansas. So if they go to Chicago, they go to sometimes Dallas, they go to Kansas City, they come down to Northwest Arkansas a lot of times. It's just on the way down here. So it works out super well that there's an amphitheater right here, holds I think like 20,000, I think 15 to 20,000 people. They did an expansion, so it holds a lot of people. So it is a big venue, a lot of fun. It's located right in Rogers, off of like near 49, so near the promenade area. It's kind of near the bougie section of Rogers, so one of the downtown sections. I love that whole area. Near Topgolf, near a bunch of restaurants. So they do such a fantastic job there of getting people in the doors there, getting great tickets. And on top of that, the tickets here for the amphitheater are ridiculously cheap. They're always around like $30 for the grass sections, and they get a little bit more expensive as you get closer to the actual artists themselves. But one really cool thing about the amphitheater is a couple times a year they have something called a $25 sale. And so what they do essentially is they sell all tickets, I think grass tickets, for $25. So if you want to like stack up on tickets for upcoming artists, just wait maybe around the springtime and they'll have a huge sale and you buy all the tickets you want for the year. So Walmart Amphitheater, great place to hang out. It's obviously outside, and so it's really cool that Walmart built that right here in Northwest Arkansas, but it brings a lot of really cool talent down here. And number 2 is George's Majestic, located right in Fayetteville. So this is a really cool place because it's off of Dixon Street. They bring in probably, I would say, mid-sized talent, like more like EDM kind of rappers to some extent, or sometimes like mid-sized bands. But it's really cool because if you have your indie band, so to speak, or maybe like a mid-sized band, like I said, there's a good chance they're going to stop in Fayetteville. So really cool. I love George's Majestic. It's right on the trail system right there. There's bars and also food right down the street right there. So it's kind of all encompassing. It's not like down the road in some random field somewhere. So it's kind of like a really cool place just to hang out and get some great food on Dixon Street, obviously near the college, and then go right into George's Majestic for your band, rapper, or sometimes EDM artists, like more dubstep kind of stuff. So it's a really cool place, definitely worth checking out. Hey, before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. Maybe you're looking to come down to Northwest Arkansas and you're looking at homes for rent or for sale, and you're using like Realtor.com or Zillow. Way too slow. They're way too slow. Instant Home Updates sounds exactly what it's like. Instant Home Updates. So if you are looking for any sort of rental or home for sale, go ahead and sign up below for Instant Home Updates. Just enter your information, what you're looking for, square footage, homes, when it comes to bedrooms, bathrooms, even just for rental or for sale, and I will get that set up for you right away. It just makes sure that you never miss a home for rent or for sale again, versus waiting for the notifications to come up on Realtor.com or Zillow. Way too slow. Also, I have a brand new email that is sent out every single Friday. So maybe you're trying to keep up to date with what's going on in Northwest Arkansas and you're getting a little fear of missing out. I have a brand new email that goes out every single Friday. It kind of keeps up to date with the really cool things that are happening here, whether it's a new music festival, new venues, new hotels, new roads, new businesses. So it's really cool just to kind of keep up to date with what's happening in Northwest Arkansas. Link below, you can sign up for it and just enter your email and I'll send it to you every single Friday. Also on my list is JJ's Live, located on the north side of Fayetteville. So brand new facility, great place for, I would say, higher mid-sized bands. Actually, some decent sized bands have been there, a lot of rappers as well. So it's a really cool place because it brings in kind of like an interesting crowd, because sometimes you'll get bigger bands that want to do a smaller venue, because a lot of times bands do want to do smaller venues, be closer to the audience instead of like sometimes massive theaters, so to speak. And so a lot of times you'll get tours come through like kind of like halfway in between like Kansas City and Dallas, and they'll stop in Fayetteville for a night, and sometimes it's a Thursday night or sometimes a Wednesday night, so it's kind of a weird night, but you'll get some decent sized bands located right in JJ's Live. So tickets are always really affordable. It's parking is great on the north side of Fayetteville. So if you might have like a decent sized band that comes through the area, it would not surprise me if they end up in JJ's Live. Also on the list is the Rogers Railway, brand new pavilion located right in Rogers. So brand new this year. They had a whole summertime series. These bands are very local bands, probably to Arkansas, Oklahoma, or like Missouri. So they're probably not going to be any sort of size bands when it comes to popularity in that regards. But definitely if you just have a family gathering or you want to bring some friends and family out to the railway, there's always going to be music out there all throughout the summer. So they had a great spread this year. I was able to go check out a couple bands there. So a lot of fun. It's definitely more family-esque, more ambiance versus more of like a crowd raving band, so to speak. So if you're looking for that more family-friendly crowd, definitely check out the Railway. Also on the list is the Momentary, located right in Bentonville. So the Momentary is connected to Crystal Bridges and it's also a art museum as well. But they have a huge amphitheater there, so to speak. They bring out some really interesting bands out there. Now they're most known for bringing the Freshgrass, like bluegrass festival in the spring, like late springtime. So it's really cool for that to happen. It just packs out the whole area. But they have done a lot of decent sized bands and just more unique, I would call a unique style of music versus like a mainstream band, so to speak. The Momentary is a very, we'll say, modern art style museum, and so it brings out a lot of modern art style venues as well. So it's really cool. It's the thing I love about the Momentary. Not only is the Momentary, the whole amphitheater right there, not only is it kind of like it's a field that's completely grass, so it's really cool. Kind of leans out down towards the actual like amphitheater itself, but it's right next to the 8th Street actual like place where they have a bunch of food over there, restaurants, and a lot of food carts and also food vendors over there. So it's really cool. So it's kind of like all-encompassing kind of area. So it's not only are you listen to music, but you can get food as well. And usually when you like you can always lure me in anywhere where it says, hey, there's food and music. I'll be right there, not a problem. I'm seriously getting my car right now. And last but certainly not least is live at the Turnbow over in Springdale, like in the downtown section of Springdale. A really cool thing happened a couple years back. The Walton Foundation gifted Springdale downtown section just a lot of money to revamp the whole downtown section of Springdale. And one of the things that they have done recently is basically redo the whole downtown section. And they brought on a lot of musical guests to the downtown section of Springdale. Springdale is kind of I wouldn't consider an unsung hero. It's not talked a lot about in the area. I mean, people know about it. Springdale is a big area, so there's a lot of people right there, but they are up and coming. And it's really cool to see a lot of new venues and things happening in Springdale. Things that haven't been spoken about yet and things that are on the docket that are coming in the next like probably 3 years. So Springdale is having a big change. A lot of new things are happening in Springdale. And one of them is that downtown section specifically and that whole like live at the Turnbow section in downtown Springdale. So they've brought a lot of musical guests. Once again, it's similar to the Railway in Rogers. So very family-esque. Probably less popular bands, very like kind of local bands, but it's really cool because it's located on the Razorback Greenway, so you can ride your bike there. And on top of that, there's a lot of food venues there, coffee shops. So it's really kind of cool, very similar to the Railway in Rogers, and I really appreciate that. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about moving down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itinerary link below. Maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you have kids, maybe you're sightseer. There's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. Also, when you do come down here, I can give you the $10 tour so I can show you around the whole area. Plus, we can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar will go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, let's see you in the next one.